Diana Ross, and of course she has a reputation that precedes her. First of all, how was it working with her, and also the impact of Motown changing the arrangements? How did that affect you, and did it affect your friendship with Diana, and are you friends now?
Well, here's the thing. I'll answer all those questions quickly because I am so long-winded. When Diana and I first met, we adored each other. It was incredible. We looked up to her, blah, blah, blah. She had never had people treat her the way that we treated her. That album, Diana, which is her biggest selling record, is all about her. We basically interviewed her the same way you would. It's a documentary. That album is a documentary. It's the same thing as a film or a magazine article. And that's what that record is. It's all about her. And but she didn't quite like the filmmaker's take on her. Now she loves it, but at the time she didn't quite understand what we were doing. So when they took the record from us, I don't know if you've heard the Motown release of our original record, which is out now. You can buy it. You can see it's not hugely different, but ours is better. I mean, you listen to Diana Ross riffing on "I'm Coming Out," she's killing.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact is they never let her do that. Motown never let Diana loose. Like it was like, to me, when I was with her, I was like, here, I have a thoroughbred, let's let her run. And they were like, no, control Diana, blah, blah, blah. We were like, no, let her run.
Yeah.
She's riffing all over that stuff. You never heard her do those kinds of riffs. So our record sounds like a true diva dance record. And then we just play forever, and she lets the band play, and we're jamming. And that's the record that was going to come out. And she loved it until this DJ, who was the most popular and influential DJ in America, told her that that it sucked, it was going to ruin her career, and everybody was going to think she was gay, and blah, blah, blah. Like all of a sudden, everybody's going to think Diana Ross is gay. What had happened was, in those days, all of the hot clubs in New York were the underground clubs. And the most underground clubs were the gay clubs. And the most underground gay clubs were the transvestite clubs. And all that was like the hardcore. And what happened is that those clubs, they didn't have to worry about satisfying the pop crowd. You know, they just play what got people on the dance floor. And the DJs wanted to be original. So one night I went to this club, and it was a transvestite club, and maybe, and I don't remember this part, maybe it was like Diana Ross impersonator night or something, I don't know. But all I know is I was standing in the bathroom at the urinals, and I looked on either side, and there were Diana Ross lookalikes. And that shit was so funny. I was like, this is a sign. I mean, as a songwriter, if ever there were, that was a sign there. And I called Bernard up, and I was laughing. I was crying. I said, man, you would not believe this. But I'm standing at the urinal, and there's like all these Diana Ross impersonators on either side of me. And then, so we started talking about how iconic Diana is in the gay community, and how do we talk about that? Because this album, remember, is about her, right? It's, so we want to talk, and if you're making a documentary about Diana Ross, you got to talk about a lot of things. So we wanted to talk about her iconic status in the gay community, but how do you do that if you're not a filmmaker and you're just doing it with songs? So we wrote this song called "I'm Coming Out." And what was cool about and what was clever about this, so we talked about DHM, and we talk about the whole concept of chic and our double entendre, and everything has to have deep meaning. When R&B bands have what we call coming out songs, well, tonight, whoever sees Chic, you'll see, we have a coming out song. That's what we were saying to Diana. Hey, Diana, we've just written your new coming out song. Right? So that's what I'm Coming Out was. It's a fanfare. It's how the show starts. Ladies and gentlemen, Diana Ross. Pow, 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 boom, 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 ba-da, ba-da. But then the secret meaning is that it's also at that time it was the gay war cry. It was like, I'm coming out of the plaza, I'm coming out. You know, stop trying to pretend I'm not hiding anymore. So we just happened to have that double entendre, and we were sort of saying, hey Diana, here's a huge part of your audience and your fan base. Why not, you know, it was like when James Brown wrote, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. You know, James Brown wasn't out on the picket line, but he wrote that song in tribute to what was going on in America. I was thinking, who better than